Hello, my name is Cameron Jackman. The topic I chose was bullying in youth sports. Next, I will do a brief introduction to bullying in youth sports. Bullying and hazing have been and will continue to be a problem in youth sports. The problem not only comes from the kids who play, but it also comes from the coaches. What will be covered in this presentation is the participation in youth sports, some examples of bullying and hazing, and some solutions that may work for years to come, or at least minimize the problem that is going on. Now I'll talk about the participation in youth sports. I have a chart that is from 2008 to 2013. It shows the decline in participation among 6 to 12-year-olds. As you can see here, the different youth sports listed, football and softball are taking the biggest hits. Football is at a 28.4% decrease, and softball is at a 31.3% decrease. Now, obviously, bullying isn't the only factor in why kids are no longer participating in youth sports, but this chart shows that bullying does play a big part and a big role in why kids are no longer participating. I have a chart here from the year 2015. Again, this shows the decline in participation in youth sports. This chart is for the ages 6 to 17. There are 10 sports listed here. Only 2 of the sports are showing an increase in participation numbers. 8 of the sports are showing a decline in participation. The 2 sports that are on the increase are lacrosse and gymnastics, and the 8 other sports that are declining in participation are tennis, field hockey, soccer, volleyball, cheerleading, football, basketball, softball, baseball, and track and field. Again, this just shows how big of an impact bullying plays in participation. For a lot of kids, if they are bullied or hazed, and picked on, they'll end up either quitting the team or they'll just quit the sport they play in general. Again, this just shows that bullying is one of the major reasons. It's not the only reason why kids are no longer participating in youth sports, but it is one of the major reasons why kids are no longer participating. Now I will talk about kids and coaches. Yes, kids are half the problem. Many kids bully other kids due to their lack of skill level, or their skills haven't developed yet. There are many reasons for this, but I will get to some of those examples in a moment. On the other side of things, coaches are the problem. For most coaches, they are there to let the kids have fun or develop their skills. They're there for the right reasons, but for some coaches, even at the youth level, their focus is winning. And when coaches have a focus that is more on winning, they tend to cross lines into hazing kids who have yet to develop their skills. There was a study done by the United States Youth Soccer. The study showed that 28% of kids say they've been bullied or hazed. 30% of kids say they've done the bullying themselves. and 74% of kids who play soccer in college are hazed regularly. This just shows that bullying can happen not only in youth sports, but it can also happen in high school and college. The next thing I will go over is examples of bullying in youth sports. Very family states targeting team members who do not perform as well as others. This would mean for kids who have not yet developed certain skills in the sport they play. They're still learning, and they're viewed as a weaker player. For some kids who see that kid is weaker in the sport they play, they have not yet developed certain skills. Kids take advantage of that and haze or harass that kid for not being as good. Another statement is from Very Family. Um, it's targeting someone because they get more attention and praise from the coach, or because they appear to be the coach's favorite. Now, when talking about this example, this is an example really about jealousy. Kids see their teammate being, in their eyes, favorited by the coach. They see the other kid getting attention, and this causes jealousy. Now, as a group, kids may either gang up and bully on that kid who's getting favorited in their eyes by the coach, or they will simply isolate them from the group. The final example I will talk about is if a leader on the team does not like one of the kids on the team for any reason, could be any reason, that will most likely influence the other kids not to like him or her. A lot of kids on the team who look up to this leader uh, will most likely follow what they do, what they want. So if they do not like one of the kids on the team, that will most likely influence the other kids on the team not to like that person, and will either bully and haze that kid or just isolate the kid from the group. I've listed 3 examples. There are many more, but these are just 3 of the many examples of bullying youth sports. I have 3 solutions to minimizing the problem with bullying in youth sports. The first solution I have is youth sports camps. This will allow kids to develop their skills and really learn about the sport. It'll also allow them to make friends along the way and to have fun with their sport. Second, I have doing a better job in deciding who coaches a team. There are a lot of parents who would like to coach their son or daughter, but there needs to be a good fit for whoever coaches the team. And then lastly, coaches meeting with parents and kids on the team. If there's a situation, coaches need to meet with both parents and kids to address that situation.